how you cognize life. Kanchi Paramacharya says very beautifully in one of the personal interview. I'll try to translate the essence. Listen, he says, people worship him as God. Kamakshi herself, Shiva himself, Adi Shankara himself. He says, I may be God, may not be God. That is different. But all of you, by worshipping me, looking at me as God, you all really experience God. And the kind of a spiritual evolution happening in you, the kind of a spiritual growth happens in you, seeing that, just for that, I allow all the drama you guys do around me, and I tolerate it, I cooperate with it. Listen. He says very beautifully, people worship him as God. When he was in the body itself, he was worshipped as God. And people do all sorts of things to celebrate him, revere him, and express their devotion to him. He says very beautifully, I tolerate all the things you guys do. Many times, he shows tremendous patience. His body was very fragile body. But the way people try to show the devotion, it was many times load on his body. But he says, I tolerate everything. I accept everything. I cooperate with all the things you guys do, just to see the way you are all evolving spiritually by seeing God or the divine aspects of God in me. Listen. When you bring tremendous peace inside you, I'll connect why I brought Kanchi Paramacharya's this quote and the principle I am trying to teach. Now understand this and what I am trying to tell. What I am trying to convey is, bring peace and patience, unclutching in the way you cognize life. You will see so much of synergy between your breathing, digestion, how your body is getting rejuvenated, renovated, rebuilt, reinvented, recreated, and how your life is an extraordinary synergy. You will start having unimaginable clarity and order in the whole chaos. Understand? Power manifestation, becoming Shiva, or getting stressed, becoming Shava, both does not happen overnight. It happens due to the way you continuously think in your life, the way you cognize things in your life. In Agamas, Paramashiva says beautifully, Charya Padam. Charya Padam means lifestyle. Why you do what you do, all the reasons for what you are doing, all the understandings you carry about what you are doing, all this put together becomes your cognition. I tell you, if you can bring little bit of peace, unclutching, silence, patience, shanta in your inner space working. I want all of you to know, no problem you perceive can be sorted out by thinking. I guarantee. Drop the false idea. You can solve your life problems by thinking. No! You can solve all the problems of your life by bringing silence in your inner space and making the problems redundant. Hey, listen. Whether inside you or in your life, if you win your enemy, that is not the ultimate victory, because some other enemy is going to come. Some other enemy is going to come. Somebody else is going to come up with weapons. If you make your enemies redundant, that is the ultimate victory. That is the ultimate victory. Listen. Multiple times, I have repeated this in multiple words in my satsangs, classes, sessions. Today, I am going to give you this experience. Sessions. Listen. If you continuously practice unclutching, you become the power of unclutching. You embody unclutching. Your core start radiating the power of unclutching. Anyone who comes near you will start smelling the peace and unclutching you radiate. When unclutching becomes a solid experience in you, you start seeing multi-dimensional happenings of your personal inner space and the life happening around you. I tell you, if you just clean the way your digestion is happening, if you just change the way your breathing is happening, you will change the way people react towards you. How do you think I am managing all kinds of attacks from all kinds of people? I will sit in samadhi and go on refining, raising my frequency of existence. The more and more Paramashiva manifesting, flowing through me, more and more things become order around me. How many ever bigger chaos stares at me? How many great strategic enemies attack me, try to attack me in any level? First thing I do, sit in samadhi. More and more radiate Paramashiva. More and more organized way reside in the synergy of Paramashiva. I tell you, sitting in samadhi, unclutched, is such an amazing strategy to win any problem of life. I am not an impractical person. Understand? If I am impractical, long before I would have been dead. I am still alive because I am most practical and very highly strategic. I am revealing the secret of my strategy. Secret of my strategy is sitting in samadhi unclutched. Please understand. The truths I am trying to deliver now are very powerful, multi-layer. If you are a new person, newly attending to my satsang, listen to this satsang 3-4 times and try to understand the technical words I am using, like synergy, order in the chaos, chaos in the order. The many technical terms I used, I have explained and defined in many of my earlier satsangs. Now, fortunately, we are coming up with a dictionary of all the technical words I use. Nikandu, Nithyananda Nikandu is getting ready. Please watch the earlier satsangs where these words are explained. Then you will understand. It will click inside you. Wow, this is exactly is happening in my life. Listen. If you get tensed, oh, what is this? So much work I have to do. I have to make sure my heart pumps. I have to make sure my lungs breathe. I have to make sure my stomach digests. I have to make sure the blood gets converted into blood and energy is absorbed. I have to make sure my nail grows, my hair grows. I have to make sure I am able to receive information from outside and process. You will get stressed. It is like a centipede trying to plan with its 100 legs which leg it should put first, which leg it should put second. If it starts thinking and planning, it will just collapse. Centipede should know it has synergic, innate, spontaneous intelligence to put its legs properly and move. Same way, this multiple things happening in you is multiple colors, aspects, dimensions of you. Feel proud. So many things are happening in you synergetically, spontaneously, simultaneously. If you celebrate the way your body functions synergetically, you will realize the multi-dimensional aspects of you. Paramashiva's multi-dimension: creation, maintenance, destruction, or rejuvenation. Putting in delusion or removing from delusion, liberation. All that is continuously, synergetically, spontaneously happening inside you. Please understand. If you go deeper, it is not just 5, it's actually 7. I'll tell you how it is 7. Creation, then sustenance, maintenance, then destruction and rejuvenation. Both are identified as a one act. If you don't understand, it is destruction. If you understand, it is rejuvenation. In mercury, if you put a gold coin, the gold coin will dissolve in mercury. From the angle of gold, if you see, it is like a gold is getting destroyed. From the angle of mercury, if you see, mercury is getting rejuvenated with gold. So, rejuvenation and destruction